Alright guys, this lesson is on finding perimeter using the Pythagorean theorem. The flaps are a little backwards, but that's okay. Alright, we've got two steps. Our first step, what we're going to do is we're going to measure our diagonals with Pythagorean theorem or the distance formula. So refer to what we did yesterday or the previous lesson to review this step one. And then we're going to count units for our straight sides and add all of the sides together to find that total perimeter. Okay. So on the inside, the first thing that we're going to do, let's look at this top right here. Okay, a quadrilateral has the points -7, 2. Let's go ahead and graph these points. So -7, left 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then +2. Okay. And then -3, 6, so 1, 2, 3, and up 6, oops, yeah, left 3, and up 6. Okay, there's that. And then +3, 6, so +3, 6. And then 4, 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. Okay, so that's a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral has 4 sides. Okay. All right, so now what we need to do, step one, is we need to measure our diagonals with Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so here's my diagonal. Here's part one. I'm going to make this into a right triangle. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 units by 1, 2, 4 units. Okay. And to solve, I'm going to call this triangle 1. Okay, when I go to solve to find that diagonal. Okay. I also need to make this triangle right here to find that slant. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units by 1 unit. We'll call this triangle 2. And then the bottom, we need to make another triangle right here. Okay, so this is 1 unit by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I think I messed up. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, so this is by 11 units. Okay, and we'll call this triangle 3 that we're going to solve for. Okay. All right, so let's not forget Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so for triangle 1, okay, right here, a squared, I'm looking for that c, I'm looking for that hypotenuse. So 4 squared plus 4 squared will give me c squared. 16 plus 16 is c squared. So 32 equals c squared. To find c, I square root that. So c is about 5.7. Okay, so this c is 5.7. So I'm going to need that in the angle. I'm going to need that to calculate my perimeter because that's one side, one side, one side, one side. Okay, I need all the purple lines. All right, let's look at triangle 2. The dimensions were 1 by 5. I'm still finding the hypotenuse. So 1 squared plus 5 squared will give me c squared. So 1 plus 25 is c squared. 26 equals c squared. Square root it. Okay. 5.1 is about c. Okay. So that's this, 5.1. I'm going to need that as part of my perimeter. And then my third triangle. Okay. I have a side of 1 plus a side of 11, and I'm looking for that hypotenuse. That's not a straight line. That's not straight across. Will equal c squared. So 1 plus 121 equals c squared. All right, 122 equals c squared. And the square root of that is a little bit over 11, but for the sake of this, we'll round it to the nearest tenth, which is just 11, okay? And that equals C. So this is 11.0, okay? So then when I'm finding that perimeter of this quadrilateral, I need 4 sides. I've got 3 slanted lines, but I also need this flat line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 units, okay? So let's add up all of those units then. 5.7 plus 6 plus 11.0 plus 5.1. Okay, add those all together. I get 27.8 is the perimeter. Okay. All right, now the next problem, there's the figures already drawn for you. We need to find the perimeter, okay? So I'm going to need to add all these sides together. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be 6 sides that I need to add together. You can first go ahead and count off your straight sides if you want to. So here's a straight side. That's 3. That's from here to here, 3 units. Okay. There's this straight side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 units. Okay. And there's no other straight side. So I'm going to have some triangles because I need to find all of these slanted lines. If they're slanted, I know that means I'm finding the hypotenuse. Okay, so you can go ahead and draw triangles for each of these slants. Got to make a right triangle. Okay, we need this one right here. Okay, I need this triangle right here, and I need this triangle right here. Okay. So I'm going to have to do 4 Pythagorean theorems. Let's label this one will be triangle 1, 2, 3, and 4, just to keep my work separate. And then you can go ahead and label your dimensions. Okay, this triangle is 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 2 by 11. This triangle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 3. This triangle is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 2. Okay. All right. So let's start with triangle 1. Okay. Our dimensions are 2 and 11, and I'm finding that slanted. The slant is always the hypotenuse. So 2 squared plus 11 squared equals c squared. So 4 plus 121 equals c squared. 125 equals c squared. Square root it. It's about 11.2 is c. So this is 11.2. I'm going to need that in my final answer. Triangle 2, 5 squared plus 3 squared. So 25 plus 9. Just 34. Square root. About 5.8. Okay, so this is 5.8. I'm going to need that in my final answer. Okay. Triangle 3. Okay, I have 4 by 2. So 4 squared plus 2 squared. 16 plus 4. The square root of 20 is about 4.5. Okay, and our last step, or our last triangle is number 4. We have our dimensions are 5 and 2, so 5 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared. 25 plus 4 equals c squared. 29 equals c. Square root 29, it's about 5.4 equals c. Okay. Oh, I didn't label. Triangle 3 is 4.5. That was my slant. And then triangle 4, my slant was 5.4. Okay, so now you need to look at all of the things that are being put together to find the actual perimeter. Okay, so this line here is 11.2. This line here is 5.8. This line here is 4.5. This whole line here is 9. This slant is 5.4, and this is 3. Okay, I need to add all those together. So let's write all that out. So we have 11.2 plus 5.8 plus 4.5 plus 9 plus 5.4 I got from there, and then plus 3. Add that all together to get 38.9. Okay. The code word for this lesson is the code word for this lesson is red. And what I want to do is walk you through a part, or what I want you to do for this left-hand page. Okay. If you will, go ahead and label the dimensions. I know it's hard to see on the grid, but go ahead and label those 3 dimensions that I've left. And I'm going to do a couple of these with you, and you'll do the rest for homework, okay? So I'm going to find this diagonal by making a right triangle, okay? Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this dimension by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 10, okay? And then you're probably going to need, you can do it on the back of this paper if you want. So 5 squared plus 10 squared, okay? So that's 25 plus 100 is 125, and the square root of that is about 11.2. Okay, so that's one length. I'm going to circle it because I know it goes in my final answer. Okay. This here is 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 squared plus 4 squared is 25. So the square root of 25 is 5. That's that diagonal. That goes in my final answer when I'm finding perimeter. Okay. And let's do this one over here. Okay. We're going to make a right triangle here. This is 2, I know it's hard to see, by 1, 2, 3, we'll call that. So 2 squared is 4, plus 3 squared is 9, so 4 plus 9, and then find the square root, it's about 3.6, okay? So you need, for homework, to go through, and I want you to find the perimeter by finding, you need to find the rest of these triangles, okay? Okay, so you can go ahead and draw out the triangles, and you need to find the perimeter. Okay, for all of these, make them all right triangles if they're not flat. Okay, this is a flat side, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's easy. I'm going to need that in my final answer. And then this is slanted though, so I'm going to need to find that hypotenuse. This is straight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That goes in my final answer. Okay. For all of these, I want you to find that. Find C. And then once you have C for all of those, you're going to add them together, okay? It's easier if you number them. If you number the triangles to keep your work separate. Okay. And then 9. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. So go ahead and number all of those triangles, just as I have. Pause the video if you need to. So you're going to do 9. I want you to find the hypotenuse for those 9 triangles, and then you're going to add all of the sides together, okay? Don't forget this length here. This is 8. This whole solid line is 8. That goes in the final answer 2. Don't forget this. That's 2. That goes in the final answer. All flat sides need to go in. There's 1 in here. Okay? If you have any questions, please email me and bring this with you tomorrow.